speed and also use some different shots, some slices and some variety out there. Swiatek in her match against Sabalenka tried to make it a hitting contest, and she got her speeds way up on her ground strokes. Gauff's going to do the opposite. Gauff is going to try and frustrate Sabalenka out here, and we can't wait to see how it plays out.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And by the way, thank you to the studio crew. They picked my tie today. I did a poll of the room, and they all chose this one.
Sloan, the overwhelming favorite was this one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You look great.
I think it looks awesome. Good job, Sloan. Good job, Alex. Thank you guys so much. I'm looking at the weather right now. There is a very strong chance of rain, but that's not till 6 o'clock, so that won't be an issue. But we are expecting wind gusts of 10 to 20 miles per hour. Carol, when we talked to Anton, he said, we'll deal with whatever happens. But it does seem like this does benefit Coco.
Yeah, he said throughout the tournament, I'm not hoping for one way or another, because once you start thinking, oh, I need the roof closed, then it throws you off your game. So I think they're ready for anything. For Sabalenka, her footwork has improved tremendously. Coco, with this wind, her serve, that would be a concern for me.
Sure. Yeah, the toss might go in all different directions. Also, the forehand, if she doesn't time it 100%, sometimes, you know, she mishits it. So that's why I don't like to talk about the roof, because I mean, it's like there's pros and cons for both players. Just let them go out and play in these conditions.
My question for you is, because the wind can be so unpredictable, mid-match, how would you deal with it mentally, where it's, I want to play my match, but it's unpredictable, so how do you deal with something that changes all the time?
Well, I would make the court smaller. And I wouldn't be aiming for the lines. You know, I'd be aiming for 3 feet inside every line, the baseline and the sidelines. If it's swirly like that, that ball at the last minute can take a jump of 3 feet if you don't watch it.
So you don't want to play in the margins as much?
No, I don't, until I get more confident that, and then I can make the court a little bit more big. But the other thing is, I'd be very conscious. Be able to be at the last minute just make another step.
Well, and what's also interesting is both of these women warmed up on Chatrier with the roof closed, so no one has felt the conditions of what it's like with the roof open. Yeah. So these first couple of games are going to be a learning curve for both of these women of being like, okay, well, what's working? Is the tension good? What are we feeling out here? So it'll definitely be an interesting 5 minutes at the start.
It was interesting was we were watching the mixed doubles finals yesterday, and I felt like the ball went all over the place, and that's the reason they shut the roof for Alcaraz and Musetti. You're going to be sitting there. I apologize.
They're not supposed to.
You're going to be really cold, but beyond your warmth, what kind of impact are we thinking?
I think wind makes it ugly. So I think at the beginning, when you're playing the finals of a Grand Slam, feet might not be moving as quick. The ball's going to be going all over the place. It's not going to be as pretty as we think. I do think that closing the roof just makes it for a better match, like visually for us. But I think we'll see who can fight their way through at the very beginning. I think obviously it'll be harder for Sabalenka to just hit through the ball or hit through Coco at the beginning to try to get a fast start. But I do think that wind is a variable for both players that we just haven't really counted on. So I think it can go either way. It can be really great for Sabalenka and it can be really great for Coco. We literally have no idea.
Will Aryna be able to hit through the wind? Will Coco's ability to move be able to pick up all of those bounces? Can't wait to find out. That first set will be very interesting. Coming back, we talk about the great ones. Venus Williams now on our team, continuing her rolling with Venus. I believe she was with Sarah Jessica. Yes. A feature that only Venus could do. We'll have that coming up after the break as we get ready for the women's final here at Rolland Garros.
Practice starts in 20. Let's get it. T-Mac.
Who shaves for practice?
My game face doesn't take days off with Gillette Labs. Its green bar releases trapped hairs, so you can get virtually every hair in a single stroke.
That's smooth.
The best your game can get is Gillette Labs.
Ranked #1 in client satisfaction among mid-sized banks 13 years in a row. Tangerine. That's forward banking.
At Genesis, centered around you means reflecting your every need. Like respecting your time by bringing service to your doorstep with complimentary valet pickup and courtesy vehicle service. Because we believe Genesis ownership shouldn't cost any of your time. This is personalized service. This is what sets Genesis apart.
Straight. Distance. Straight. Distance. Straight. Distance.